If you're in a point in your life where you just know you're not supposed to be, whether it be about your financial situation or the way you look in your body, still being stuck at your 9-to-5 job, whatever it may be for you, this video is specifically made for that person and is designed to lead you to the life that you actually want to live. Take it from me, I started off this year of 2024 washing dishes in a 9-to-5 job, but in that same exact year making $108,000 profit in 1 month. I now have the financial freedom to take care of my family and friends, move into my own place, and not having to check my bank account before I buy some food. If there's anything that I could tell you, it's that you have the power to design, sculpt, and make the life that you want to always have and be the person that you always wanted to be. And I promise you, it's more in reach than you actually think. By the age of 20, I tried a lot of things to make money online. One of them leading to making a dropshipping business, getting products from AliExpress, trying my own brands, doing affiliate marketing with affiliate links, and I even got a cease and desist when building a brand that was having mild success. It wasn't until this year where I took designing my own life seriously and being super specific with what I wanted. It got to the point to where I saw everything that I shaped come into life. So here's a list of all the things that I did that you can practice on that'll help sharpen your vision and bend your thoughts to the life that you actually want. So the first non-negotiable that I do every single day is journal. Now you can do this whatever way you want, but this specific way works for me. I like to do affirmations, things that I'm grateful for. I like to put some prayers in there, as well as a summary of my day and the thoughts that I had throughout that day, depending on how big of the events that I had. I've probably filled up 6 journals by now, and I started at the beginning of this year when I started doing TikTok Shop affiliate, and I am telling you guys, this has changed so much in my life just because of the fact that I can get the thoughts out of my head so that I'm not overwhelmed in the day. It really helps with creative slumps since I'm doing that constantly. I also get my thoughts in check. It helps me to stop overthinking throughout the whole entire day. And my favorite thing about this is that I can tap into my brain 6 months prior and see how I was thinking then into how I'm thinking now, and seeing what types of things I was struggling with and seeing what types of obstacles I've hopped over. This also helps me remember what I'm doing this for, especially when I'm having a really hard day to where I feel really overwhelmed with all the tasks that I'm doing, or I'm feeling that, maybe I want to quit that day. I know exactly where I can go in my journal to find out my reason why I'm doing all of this. A lot of people may think this is somewhat of a girly thing to do, but it's not. Keeping your thoughts in check and making sure that your emotions don't run your life is something that has to be done with everyone. So me being able to use this as an outlet is an amazing way rather than lashing out on people around me. It helps me release my emotions and stay level-headed throughout the whole entire day. So if you have not tried journaling yet, I highly recommend doing so. You can just start off by just literally writing what you did that day. But the thing with journaling is that you have to stay consistent. This is one of the things that my mentors actually talk about a lot, is to being consistent with the thoughts and the things that you're putting in here, because the day that you end up not journaling, you're going to start to see that reflect into your work. You're not going to have it as good as it's supposed to because you haven't been journaling. At first, when journaling was brought up to me, I really didn't think that I would enjoy it, even though when I was younger, I loved to write. I just felt like I had to get out of my way every single day to just write down my thoughts. But now, since I've made this such a habit, it's something that I do every single morning right when I get out of bed. I just start journaling, and it has completely shifted my days and my workflow. Now, the next thing that I like to do is to meditate and pray. This is what helps me to stay in the moment and stay present. Taking the time to slow down in such a fast-paced moving world, I feel like is key to anyone wanting to start into something like online business, especially when you go down the rabbit hole of money Twitter. If you're not on it yet, you just literally prime your For You page for it, and you're going to see all the accomplishments that everyone's been doing, and you're gonna feel like you're left behind. That is how money Twitter is supposed to be. If you think about any social media platform, you never see anyone's downs. You never see anyone's losses. You only see the wins and their highest highs. And that's meant for a reason. They want to portray themselves as something that is better than what they actually are. Now, I'm not one to say anything about that because I'm the exact same way. It's literally everyone's social media, because who would want to show their losses? Because the human mind is literally gravitated to people winning, to people actually doing better. And that can also help motivate us. But because of this fast pace, it's also important and key for me to make sure that I either meditate or pray throughout the whole entire day. Whenever I feel like I have a lot on my plate for the day, when I look look in my Google Calendar and say I have all these meetings, all these videos to film, and I start to get overwhelmed, I make sure to take a moment and pause and just remember that I am in control of my own time and that I can do whatever I want. So whatever I get done today is what I get done today, and whatever I don't do today, I do tomorrow. And with meditating, I usually do that with just putting my headphones in, sitting somewhere very quiet and listening to some really good meditation music. And then I just let myself feel those thoughts. I let myself go through all the things that I'm thinking about, all the things I'm either happy about, anxious about, sad about, all those things. I feel all the emotions, release it in that one sitting, and then I go on with my day. And every single time I do that, I feel so much better tackling the day with all these different types of obstacles that I have to go through. And then leaning on to praying, now this depends on, if you're religious or not. Me personally, I do believe that there is a higher power. And ever since I started, going through these really low lows and really high highs, he has really kept me grounded, and being able to read little scriptures throughout the day, or just breaking down certain scriptures and thinking what it pertains to me in that specific moment, really helps me. So these 3 things is what I also read every single day. So I have these meditations for women who do too much. Shout out to my friend Sav that put me on this thing. It's just little quotes that you read every single day. And it really helps me to, stay grounded. This one right here is a 365-day devotional called Jesus Calling. One of my friends, Lauren, put me on this one, and this has really helped me. I feel like every single time I read the quote of the day from the Bible from this book, it hits me specifically for whatever I was feeling that day. I don't know how it works, but I'm just saying it works for me. So this thing is, of course, something that I read every single morning as well. And then to finish it off, I also have my Bible from the church that I go to. The way that I read this is I literally just open up to a random page, and then I just read that scripture of what it says, and if I want to go in deeper, I just start to break it down even more. So whether you're religious or not, I feel like this can help anyone that is going to be going through this online journey to just make sure that you take those times to slow down. Whatever it may be, it may not be meditating, it may not be praying, but whatever helps you slow down in the day, I feel like that's something that you have to keep in the back of your mind. Now, the third thing that I do every single day is having quick action. This is acting on ideas instead of just sitting on them. So whenever you have those ideas pop up into your head, don't just put them into your notes. Act on them right this second, because that thing is called intuition, and intuition never lies, especially if you have a really good radar for it. For me, it's either I do it now or I never do it again. This helps me stop procrastination, because once I put it in my notes, it's very, very hard to dig through all the notes that I have, since I have so much, for me to try and get that task done, rather than just me doing it right now when I have that idea, if I'm just like sitting at my desk. However, if I am out and I do have an idea and I can't film it in that moment, I make sure to keep a mental note in my head to do it right when I get back home. This helps to build really good habits in your personal life as well as business, because when you start to implement quick action into your life, you'll start to see all those results follow much faster. As an example, quick action has helped me make these really, really good videos that I thought of on the spot, which is like I called intuition. And for some reason, those videos that I made in that specific moment where I had the idea ended up popping off into millions of views. So if you ever have an idea or you ever have something that you need to get done that day, just get it done. Doing this can also help with that little angel on your shoulder and the devil on your shoulder saying to get that task done right now or just wait until later. This specific thing that I do, taking action of when I think of an idea, helps me feel way more in control. Now, the last thing that I have is a goal list / to-do list. I know you guys have seen this in a previous video if you watched my other ones, but I like to have something called a have to, want to, and a need to list. Right now, I don't have the need to list because there's nothing that I really need to do, rather than having to do the main things that I have to get done today. This can really help you stay organized. Specifically for me, when I have really busy days, having this to-do list helps me remember the tasks that I have to get done that day, whether it be scheduling an appointment, doing a call, whatever it is I need to get done. This specifically, the first one, I could check that off now. And then the want to is things that I want to get done tomorrow. So if I'm done with all my have to things today, I can start to move on to this list that I'm supposed to be doing tomorrow. This specifically helps me strive to do the next thing, as well as to keep me motivated. Having those specific goals or those specific to-do list items is going to help you stay more motivated with your journey. Like I mentioned before in this video, there are a lot of ups and downs. That's just what comes with business. Not everything is going to be smooth sailing. There can be really high highs and really low lows, but making sure to have those goals set out for you so that you remember why you're doing all of this and all these things to keep you pushing and going is what actually matters. matters. So with all these things combined, journaling, meditating, and praying, having quick action, and doing that to-do list is what I do every single day to help me get to the place that I am now. I'm so blessed that my job is to literally do content creation and make videos like this for you to help you get out of your 9 to 5 and do the same exact things that I'm doing. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye.